Okay, hi guys. Today we will continue from where we left off. Previously, we created our first Spring Boot project and we managed to run our Spring Boot project and test it out in our browser on localhost 8080. So today, our focus will be creating our first class. So just go over to your source main Java, just right click new class, right? So I will be creating my student class. So essentially I want to define my student over here, and to define my student class, I need to first give it a last name. I need to give it a first name. I need to maybe give my student what level is he in, uh, maybe level number. So let's say level can be secondary, but level number, maybe this one I'll give integer instead. Right, level number could be secondary 1 or primary 4, so on and so forth. Right, then after which I'll give it a private string, maybe say phone number, how I contact the kid, how I contact the student. Okay, just before this, maybe I'll give also a private long ID, so each of the student is identified based on a certain ID. Alright, so as per all class, first we have to create a constructor. So in Eclipse, just go to source, right? Just go to generate constructor using fused. Alright, so just select all and generate. Okay. Alright, so in all convention, okay, every class you create, just give it a empty constructor. So for instance, let's say you want to create a new object, a new student object, and you don't want to pass in any field, this will help you. Alright, so if not, in the case where you want to create a new object but without without giving it any inputs, it will not fail. Alright, so that's what empty constructor is for. Right, anyway, like I said in my first video, I'm also an amateur on this. I'm currently building up on my technical skill to develop a Spring Boot project, mainly for microservices. I'm a system analyst, so now I want to get in touch with a bit of development work. That's why I'm doing this, and I hope this course will be helpful for those who are just starting out to explore the role of a developer and maybe have interest in coding, right? So next, apart from constructor, we also need to set getter and setter. So you also need to go to source, just click generate getter and setter. In this case, let's just select all first. So when we do getter and setter, essentially later on in our project, you will need to call some of this method to get an ID, right? If you were to get an ID, alright, you will be able to maybe from there get the student's information, right? Maybe let's say there's a new student coming in, you need to set the last name, you need to set the first name, and that's where setter comes into play. Alright, and with that, I think we are done. So this is our first class. Of course, this is the basic one. As we continue on with the Spring Boot project, we will add more annotations to it, and we will see how dependency come into play. Alright, so that's all for today. See you.